Kronospan is an Austrian-based privately owned business established in 1897. Creating a structure to foster growth with a combination of strong management and the efficient use of capital has made Kronospan #1 within the wood-based panels industry. Kronospan operates 26 manufacturing sites, representing 24 countries worldwide. Our Oxford, Alabama Medium Density Fiberboard, or MDF plant, is the company's first in the United States and sits on a 460-acre site in Calhoun County, Alabama. The Oxford facility began operations in March 2008, producing medium and high-density fiberboard for the flooring, furniture, and cabinet industries. Kronospan plans to aggressively pursue expansion into other areas of the wood panel industry and will eventually employ approximately 700 associates at the Oxford facilities. Our production process begins with the acquisition of tree-length roundwood for use in our panels. The roundwood is debarked to remove the exterior coating of bark so that only the white wood remains for use in the product. While most mills debark to less than 5%, we debark our wood to less than 1.5% so that we produce a more consistent, higher quality panel. Our facility in Oxford, Alabama uses only clean chips for MDF panel production. The chips are then hauled from the mill to our chip yard on site so that we can control the mix of wood species going into the production line. The chips are metered into our process based on the density yield from each classification of wood.
One of the most fascinating things about this whole process is the fact that you're working with a natural product. I mean, you get variances in the species of wood, the fiber yield from the wood, the pH of the wood, and it all starts over in the chip yard with a mix of chips. We'll experiment with a 75% softwood versus 25% hardwood mix, or 50-50, depending on the product we're making for the customer. And it all impacts the characteristics of the board. It impacts how much additives we put in the process. It impacts the fiber yield going into the line and the obvious uniform characteristics of the board coming out of the line.
For a second time, all of our chips are cleaned in a dry chip cleaning system that sorts out all overs and fines, as well as removing all ferrous metals. The chips are then conveyed into our refining process, where they are softened and heated prior to defibration and the injection of additives. Once additives are injected, the fiber is dried to reduce the moisture content to acceptable levels for forming. Dried fiber is graded again for quality prior to entering our forming station, and then formed into a mat for pressing. The press is enclosed with an extraction system that reclaims greater than 90% of all emissions and recycles that air back into our drying process.
The process that we have here, we use exhaust heat to dry the fiber. The exhaust heat from the boilers themselves is used to not only make thermal oil and steam, we also dry the fiber with it. So we're not adding another source of exhaust to the atmosphere. The capture efficiency off the hood that you see goes in to capture at least 90% destruction for formaldehyde and any other emissions coming off the press. It's destroyed here at the RTO.
Once the raw panels are produced, they are cooled, stacked, and stored for sanding, finishing, and packaging. At Kronospan, we can accommodate a variety of specific customer requirements, and we have the ability to both length cut and cross cut. Our packaging processes are flexible enough to meet a variety of packaging requirements from our customers. Once the package is complete for our customer, it is inventoried and warehoused awaiting distribution. While most of our product is made to order, We do carry some express stock items for customers with urgent requirements. Our warehouse and distribution team can load onto both van and flatbed platforms, and we have the capability to load indoors in order to protect the product from inclement weather. We hope you have enjoyed this tour of our first plant in the United States. Please take time to visit our website at kronospanusa.com or call our main line at 256-741-8755 for further information.